10 May milestones throughout history. May is an eventful month filled with history and fun facts. Today, we are going to learn about 10 May milestones throughout history. So put on your thinking caps and get ready to learn some interesting facts you can share with your friends. Let's start with May 1st, 1931. That day marked the dedication of the Empire State Building in New York City. Designed by William F. Lamb and constructed during the Great Depression, the Empire State Building was the tallest building in the world at that time. It measures 1,454 feet tall. Have you ever wondered about the origins of Cinco de Mayo? This celebration happens every year because of a key win during the Franco-Mexican War. Led by General Ignacio Zaragoza, Mexican troops successfully defended the city of Puebla against a French assault. This became known as the Battle of Puebla, and it ended on May 5, 1862. Sounds like a great reason to celebrate. On May 10, 1869, the Transcontinental Railroad was completed in the United States. To commemorate this momentous occasion, workers drove in a final golden spike at Promontory Point, Utah. This was a huge achievement in American history and unified a nation previously divided by geography. Led by the Central Pacific and Union Pacific Railroads, this effort marked the beginning of a revolution in transportation and communication throughout the nation. Speaking of technological revolutions, the first commercial passenger jet flight took place on May 15, 1958. Flown on the Boeing 707, this flight traveled from New York to Paris and was the start of a new era of transatlantic air travel. Another flight-related milestone occurred on May 22, 1906, the day when the Wright brothers received a patent for their flying machine. On that same day, 27 years later, was the first reported sighting of the Loch Ness Monster. This sparked a frenzy of fascination about the monster nicknamed Nessie that still continues today. It is a mystery that is yet to be solved. President John F. Kennedy made a famous speech to Congress on May 25, 1961. He made a goal of safely landing a man on the moon. His speech ushered in a new era of space exploration and innovation and paved the way for the Apollo space program. Kennedy's goal would be achieved 6 years after his death, when astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon. Speaking of space, the original Star Wars film, Star Wars: A New Hope, was released in movie theaters 16 years after JFK's speech on May 25, 1977. Director George Lucas used groundbreaking special effects that set the standard for modern filmmaking. This movie franchise has inspired millions of people and is still being expanded today. Have you ever heard of the Lewis and Clark expedition? On May 26, 1805, Lewis and Clark became the first Americans to see the Rocky Mountains. They charted a course through indigenous land that would lay the groundwork for westward expansion. For our last fact, we are circling back to space. May 30th, 1966, was a significant milestone in the exploration of the moon. That is when a craft called Surveyor 1 landed on the moon's surface, becoming the first American spacecraft to do so. Engineers designed Surveyor 1 to collect data for future manned missions. It sent back thousands of photographs and scientific measurements to Earth, which laid the groundwork for Apollo 11's famous moon landing in 1969. Thanks for learning with us. If you enjoy discovering new, fascinating facts, make sure you head over to our blog, learnbright.org/blog, for even more facts about May.
Hope you had fun learning with us. Visit us at learnbright.org for thousands of free resources and turnkey solutions for teachers and homeschoolers.